Croeso, and welcome back to Coraljacs. In this video, we visit St David's Head, a stunning section of the Pembrokeshire coastline, scattered with historic sites. We capture some beautiful moments with the mountain ponies at Coetan Arthur, a 5,000-year-old neolithic dolmen with a hefty capstone, before heading up the nearby slopes of Carn Llidi to find two more Cromlech before basking in the setting sun. To get started today, we picked up supplies from Haverfordwest and took the coastal route via Newgale, then parked up at White Sands, a hugely popular beach car park, which is free in the winter but pretty pricey for the rest of the year. It also gets really busy in peak season, so we usually park in St David's and walk the extra couple of miles each way. There's a variety of circular routes to choose from, and if you're travelling from further afield or hiking the coastal path, there are also plenty of campsites. The walk we're taking to Coetan Arthur is on the Welsh coast path, but there's also a route that avoids the cliffs if you'd prefer. About halfway there, you can make out the silhouette of the Cromlech, before descending down into Porthmelgan, a secluded pebble beach cove. As you climb the other side, a steep path to the right offers the shortest route, and the Cromlech is directly ahead of you as you reach the brow of the hill. The weather was perfect, and excited to get some crisp, clear shots, we perched on a nearby rock to wait for a quiet moment with the monument. Before too long, we thought we had the perfect opportunity, but almost immediately, one of the ponies seemed to take an interest in us. As we sat beneath the Cromlech, soaking in the sun and letting our imaginations wander, this particularly curious pony felt obliged to come and say hello to Zeb. Pretty pony. The Cromlech is estimated to be from around 3000 BCE. Its large capstone raised at only one end, the other resting level with the rocky ground. It's thought that the structure that we see today is the partly collapsed remains of a passage grave. Ancient field patterns lace the headland, along with Neolithic enclosures, defensive banks and ditches. Evidence of thousands of years of human use and occupation surround this humble Cromlech that has remained standing through 5 millennia. The name, like so many others, has obvious links to Arthurian legend, and also possible ties to Arth, the Welsh word for bear. We go into this more in our Arthur's Stone video, so please do have a watch of that. On St David's Head is the Promontory Fort of Clow the Mulwer, or Warrior's Dyke. Within the walls of the fort are the outlines of several roundhouses, each house lying on a terrace cut into the slope and defined by numerous earth-fast boulders. We found one clear example, visible from the ground, but with more people around, we resisted the temptation to get the drone back in the air. In 1898, Baring Gould excavated 6 of these houses and reported finding floors and hearths, pottery, blue glass beads, spindle walls and stone artefacts, said to be from the Romano-British period. Like many Victorian antiquarians, Gould's methods of rough and ready excavation have been criticised as they have made it impossible for modern archaeologists to properly study the site. However, a survey from 2006 has 2 entries written by K. Murphy that at least confirm some of his observations. Clow the Mulwer, on the tip of St David's Head, is a classic promontory fort. A sloping grassy shelf, 50 metres by 30, provides the only suitable location for dwellings. 7, possibly 8, stone-built roundhouses lie here. The houses are circular, or subcircular, and measure from 8 to 9.8 metres in diameter. 6 houses were excavated by Baring Gould in 1898. He recognised floors and hearths in the houses and found pottery, blue glass beads, spindle walls and stone artefacts. Talking about the wider area on the headland, he goes on to say, "This is an unusual site, and although it has been classified as a promontory fort, its exact character and date are uncertain. Essentially, it consists of a dry stone wall running along the western crest of a low valley side from Porth Melgan in the south to Porth Long in the north, enclosing Claudd y Milwerf Promontory Fort and Coetan Arthur Chambered Tomb." Gould also reported that as a place of refuge in the face of an enemy, it must have been well nigh impregnable. It was secure from the sea, and a direct assault on the strong rampart would be a forlorn hope if the wall was sufficiently manned. We thought we'd finish off the day with a hike up Carn Llidi to see the sunset. We'd also heard references to other more damaged dolmens dotted about this hill, and we certainly found what appear to be 2 here. Although the trees he describes are since vanished, a quote from Sir Richard Colt Hoare, written in 1793, captures the essence of this place. "No place could ever be more suited to retirement, contemplation, or druidical mysteries. Surrounded by inaccessible rock and open to wide expanse of ocean. Nothing seems wanting but the thick impenetrable groves of oaks, which have been thought concomitant to the places of druidical worship, and which, from the exposed nature of this situation, would never, I think, have existed here even in former days. There is a singular lusus nature in the rocks, which project towards the sea on the most westerly point of the land, which forms the perfect profile of a venerable of head, such as I could have fancied a druid's character." So I think we left it a little bit late. The sun's almost completely gone, and we've got